Hi, my name is Corey and I'm an instructor at the ASI Craft Center. Today I'm going to teach you how to naturally dye with turmeric powder. Let's get started. So to show you what the finished product will look like, the color will come out as a super vibrant yellow. So the color varies depending on how much turmeric you use, but you can expect something like this. Okay, so for materials, you need a large size pot, a spatula or another big spoon, white or apple cider vinegar, 3 tablespoons of turmeric, a natural fabric such as cotton, cheesecloth, or silk, and then lastly you need 4 liters, which is about 16 cups of water. Okay, so for the first step, you're gonna soak fabric in room temperature water so it is thoroughly wet. This will help it absorb water better. You can see it's getting nice and wet. And then once it's wet, you can just keep it on the side and do the next step. All right, so next you're gonna fill a pot with 4 liters of water, 3 tablespoons of turmeric, and 1 cup of your vinegar. All right, for the next step, you're gonna bring the water to a boil. Once boiling, you can put the fabric in and turn down the heat to a simmer. At this point, you can wait about 20 minutes or until you hit a certain color of your fabric that you desire. Once the fabric is in your desired color, you can run it under cold water and wring the fabric out until the water exiting the fabric is clear. This may take a while depending on how much fabric you have, so just be patient and keep doing it. This will prevent it from getting in your dryer or coming out anytime later. All right, there you go. At this point, you can put it on a paper towel or some other surface that you don't worry about getting dirty, and then you can put it out in the sun and wait for it to dry. I hope you enjoyed natural dyeing with me today. As you can see, this is what the finished product will look like after 20 minutes of soaking in the pot and then having it dry outside. Just a couple pointers for natural dyeing. One, because it's naturally dyed and doesn't use mordant, the color will fade over time with multiple washes. So I would recommend, if you don't want the color to fade, to dye something they weren't planning to wash. For example, I dyed this macrame cord because I won't plan to wash it already. So yeah, I would recommend doing that if you don't want it to fade over time, but also don't be afraid of it fading. It will still be beautiful in all of its stages, so kind of embrace that also. Another recommendation is to always hand wash your naturally dyed fabrics, just because the color will run out and it potentially will stain the other things that you're washing with it. So just keep them together and hand wash in water, soap, and in a big bowl. A third pointer is, for your first time, I would recommend naturally dyeing with a smaller surface area of fabric. As you can see in this shirt, you can see little splotches of color, and that's because there's more surface area and it's a little unpredictable with that. So I would just recommend staying simple with your first couple of times and naturally dyeing things that are thinner in fabric and less surface area. So don't plan to dye your favorite items of clothing or a big bed sheet or anything. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this and have a great one.